going to be a great weekend to order a pizza and have a picnic. Don't you think? On Friday?
Well, maybe cook it at home first.
There you go. Well, okay.
That's right, take and bake.
There you go. Chip Baldwin is here, and he is the owner of a brand new pizza place in town. It's called Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's, yes.
And we're glad to have you on the show today, and I've heard a lot of good things. And if Joe Palo says it's good pizza, it's got to be
Then
good
it
pizza.
has to be great pizza.
I mean, he's the pizza guru. He knows his food, and he says it's good. So we'll have to check it out. Tell us about Papa Murphy's and why you chose Cleveland and where you're located. Just all of that.
Okay, Papa Murphy's is a franchise that it's based out of the Northwest in Washington State. That's where the headquarters is. But it was actually originally, the concept was kind of brought about in the early 80s in, I can't remember the city, but around 1983. And currently the franchise has about 1,300 locations throughout the country. So it's a very popular chain in the Northwest and the West Coast, but about 1,100 of those 1,300 are actually west of the Mississippi River. So it's a pretty new idea here in the Southeast. We've got locations in Alabama. There's locations in Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis, some of the major cities. And I was very glad to be able to bring it here to Cleveland.
Yeah.
We chose Cleveland. The demographics are perfect for this type of concept. It's a very family-friendly franchise that really promotes eating together as a family. And nowadays, with both parents working or single-parent households, a lot of times you get home and you don't know what to cook, or you're just too tired to cook. And if you allow Papa Murphy's, we can have everything ready for you, and basically you bring it home and pop it in the oven, get settled in, and you've got hot, fresh pizza waiting for you.
Fill the house with the fresh aroma of baking pizza, and just makes everything
you gotta
smell so
love
wonderful.
it. Right. And where are you located at?
We're located in the northern part of Cleveland. It's at Farm and Corners Shopping Center, which is at the corner of Keith Street and Paul Huff Parkway.
Across from Walmart, the
right, we're
original Walmart.
just west, or excuse me, east of Walmart.
Yeah.
And catty corner from Bradley Square Mall.
Yeah. See, another landmark might be Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
We're right next to Five Guys Burgers and Fries, and there's a new Supercuts there.
Yeah.
So we're right in between those two locations.
Yeah.
So we've been open for a couple weeks.
Good.
Business is picking up, and I actually first tried the pizza 8 years ago. I was in the corporate world and tried the pizza. My wife and I both worked, and I honestly can say I've never bought another pizza since. I've had other pizza if someone else bought it, but the freshness of the product, all the dough is made on site. So it comes to us. We've got the bags of flour at the store. We make all our own dough. The cheese comes to us in blocks, so we shred all our own cheese, and we cut all our own vegetables. The only thing we don't slice are the meats. And they all come refrigerated to us. They never come frozen. And it's just a matter of you come in and order it. You can call ahead if you want, and we'll have it ready for you. We've got two different registers there, one for coming in and ordering on site, and then we've got another register that if you call ahead, your pizza will be there ready for you. We take all major credit cards, and soon I've applied. We'll actually be able to take the EBT card.
Oh, great!
So that we want to open it up to as many people as possible. Had a lot of good feedback. I tell people as they walk out the door, if they don't like it, tell me, and if you do like it, please tell a friend.
Sure.
So we're really glad to be here. My wife and kids will be relocating down as soon as we sell our house back in Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City.
That's quite a move.
Did not know that you were from Kansas City. I have family now who lives in Kansas City, so welcome to the South. I'm sure you'll love it. I got here as quick as I could, by the way. I tell people I'm not from Cleveland, but I got here as quick as I could. I love it here.
Right.
What's the, of course, I'm glad to know that you say your dough is not frozen, you make it from scratch, and I'm assuming that's one prime ingredient to a good pizza. What are the other things that go into making a really special good pizza?
Well, I think that the biggest things with Papa Murphy's is that everything is fresh. From the days that we cut our vegetables to we make dough every day and then we rotate it through. So your dough is never more than a couple days from when it's actually come out of the bag, so to speak. The vegetables are cut every day, and I think that freshness really comes out in the flavor of the pizzas. And a lot of the comments that I've gotten back from customers is that that it tastes like you just made it at home. That it tastes homemade, in that it's not lukewarm when you get it home. It's not been driven to your house, already cooked and getting cold as you've driven.
And tough.
Right, and a little bit. You don't have to microwave it to to get it back to where it's hot, and that's what sold me on the concept 8 years ago. And when you're able to take it home, and we all know that life comes up at the most inopportune moments.
It does.
That you get home and the dogs gets out the door, or the kids are having trouble with their homework or something. With these pizzas, you can actually sit them on the counter when you get home and leave them out for up to an hour.
Oh.
And they'll still be as fresh as if you get it right home and put it right in the oven.
Wow.
So it allows for some flexibility in our busy lives, that we can always have hot pizza fresh out of the oven, at your convenience, versus bringing it home and it's lukewarm at best, and then something comes up and then it gets to be cold, and then you end up trying to put it back in the oven or microwave it, and like you said, the texture changes. So
this is a take and bake concept. Take it away and bake it yourself.
Yes, sir.
But do you have an eat-in facility there as well, or is it
no,
just take out?
it's exclusively take and bake. We will be doing some tastings when the opportunity arises, and we'll go out someplace and actually bake our own pizzas there, so that people can try it. But it is exclusively. There's a little place to sit, but it's not a place to sit and eat.
I see.
We don't bake anything there on site.
What about the crust itself? How thick is the crust?
Well, that kind of depends on how you can adjust depending on the time that you let the pizza sit out. It cooks best at room temperature. So when you bring it home if you put it into your refrigerator, we recommend that you pull it out of the refrigerator 30 to 45 minutes before you're actually going to cook it.
Okay.
And the longer that crust sits out, the process is called proofing, where the yeast will start to activate inside the crust. And when you get the pizza, the crust is very thin, and then as it sits out, it will
rise.
You can actually see it rise.
I see.
We have a saying, let it rise till it doubles in size. Just a little cliche that we have at the store. So a lot of times when you walk into the store, you might see the crust sitting out on a rack, especially on a Friday or Saturday night. But that's completely normal. We're wanting that crust to rise up so that you can take it home immediately and cook it. And a lot of my customers, if we do pull the crust out of the refrigerated area, I'll let them know, or someone will let them know that they'll want to wait 30, 40 minutes before they actually put it in the oven. And the reason we tell you that is it just cooks better that way. And again, I've driven during my training, in which I was learning the concept, I've driven over 100 miles with the pizza in the seat beside me. And gotten home and cooked it, and it's been fine. Right. Now, summertime, you don't really want to leave it in your car.
Well, I'm
while you go shopping,
bake
but
in the car.
Right.
Yeah, you might have pizza ready to eat on the way home.
Well, I'm someone who likes a lot of sauce on my pizza.
Okay.
So
Right there with you.
Do you provide a lot of sauce if they request it, or?
We've got our menus that we go by,
Okay.
but with the fact that it's made right in front of you, you can walk in and you can ask for extra sauce.
Hey, put it
There's
in the
no
bowl.
charge for that, and literally you can say, hey, can you do a little bit more sauce? Can you do a little bit less sauce?
Yeah.
Like I said, we don't charge for sauce because everyone kind of likes it their
Yeah.
own way.
Yeah.
We've got 3 different kinds of sauce.
Oh.
We've got a red sauce for the normal pizza. We've got a white sauce for it's a garlic ranch type sauce.
Sounds
And
good.
then from our regular crust pizza, I kind of didn't mention, we have a delight pizza. Delight is just what we call our thin and crispier crust. And that crust actually has fewer calories and less fat in it.
Oh.
And then that's got a special sauce as well for our delight pizzas. So you can go with the regular crust. We also have stuffed crust pizzas.
Oh, good.
And then the delight pizza, which that's my favorite and my wife's favorite because you're not, you get more toppings and not as much bread.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Less calories.
Yeah, so
There you
unless
go.
you eat the whole pizza like I do. So.
Well, there you go. Everything you always wanted to know about good pizza, and it sounds like you've got good pizza at Papa Murphy's. And right next door to Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Farmland Corners,
Farmland Corners,
right here on Cleveland on North Keith Street.
North Keith Street. Yep, you can.
And your hours are, Chip?
Hours are we're open from 11 to 8
Okay.
during the week, and I may be changing that. Cleveland seems to be a little bit of a late eater compared
Yeah.
to some of the other stores that I've been at. Friday and Saturday night we're open till 9 o'clock,
Okay.
and well, that's it. Sunday through Thursday 8 o'clock. Friday and Saturday till 9 o'clock.
All right.
Always call ahead if if you're in a rush. Call ahead. Can I give the number?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. The number's 423-472-5258. Call ahead. Leave us your name. We'll tell you about any specials. And I think if you talk to people that have come in, if you bring in your coupon page that we've mailed out, we'll find a way to make the coupon fit for whatever yours. If it says Cowboy Pizza on the coupon and you want to try something else that's in the same classification, I'll always take the
Make it
coupon.
work. Yeah.
So don't ever think that you can't come in and get a deal on a pizza that's already competitively priced.
There you go. Well,
Excellent.
it's making me hungry,
Yes,
Alexander.
I'm excited to try it.
And I've
I am.
not had breakfast yet, but I'm tempted to have a pizza for breakfast this morning. Thanks a lot. Chip Baldwin, owner of Papa Murphy's Pizza. Go by and see them, and if you try it once, it's kind of like those potato chips. You can't just eat one, can you? You got to go back and get another one.
Can't eat one. The pizza will speak for itself.
Very
Just
good.
try it and you'll be back.
Good. Thanks, Chip.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yes, thank
coming
you.
in. 7:13, 44 degrees. Back in a moment. We're going to meet Julie Thornton. She's back this week, and we're going to look at an animal, a beautiful animal, and she's got a couple of kittens that we want to try to find a home for. Don't go away.